So I looked up what happened in Dallas, Texas. This is the President of the United States giving a speech at in the city of this terrible mass murder of blacks. And he said, this week in Dallas, Texas. So I looked it up. There was a mass shooting. 3 people, 3 women of Asian descent were shot, but they were shot by a black man. And the President of the United States, who was a liar, in other words, not one who on occasion lies, he's a liar. And he said, which is quite remarkable, somebody fed him the lie. I didn't expect him to check it out. Somebody fed him the lie, could have been easily ascertained. It was a black man who did the alleged white supremacist killing. So I looked that up, and I found only 2 places that reported that what the President of the United States said was a pure lie. Pure, 100% lie. And of course, they were both conservative sources, though the shooting was reported widely. I got it from NPR, actually. The entire world of mainstream media, not a single one, at least not that I could find doing a Google search, reported on the lie of the President of the United States saying that a shooting in Dallas was a white supremacist shooting when in fact it was a black man who did the shooting. No retraction that I know of by the White House, nothing. The problem is that the people on the left don't listen to shows like this. That's the problem. We know what they don't know. The difference between conservative and leftist is we know far more than they do about what is happening in society. Because we know what they know, but they don't know what we know. They don't know this. They don't know the President of the United States lied to the American people about an alleged white supremacist shooting. The whole speech was a lie. Last year in Atlanta, that was another one of his examples of a white supremacist shooting. So what happened last year in Atlanta? This is from my column at DennisPrager.com or Town Hall. 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long killed 8 people at 3 massage parlors. The killings were motivated by his sex addiction and his religious conviction that those who tempted him should be killed. Race had nothing to do with it. And of course, they were not black, they were Asian. I mean, you would think that he would give all these examples, like the New York Times, which has black writers saying how they wake up afraid of whites. They're sick. El Paso, Texas, terrible thing, terrible. This monster, Patrick Wood Crusius, killed 23 people, wounded 21 others at a Walmart. Great majority of his victims were Hispanic. He couldn't even find mass shootings of blacks because it's so rare. I said it was like a lightning strike, and that drove the left crazy. Didn't drive them crazy because I was wrong. It drove them crazy because I was right. Remember, the left doesn't hate America because it's bad. It hates America because it's good. Well, those are the examples that, among the examples that the president gave with this awful speech. I continue with this critical piece by Heather McDonald in City Journal. Again, from 2016 to 2020, blacks nationally were twice as likely to commit a hate crime as whites, according to FBI data. In New York, 2010 to 2020, blacks were 2.5 times as likely as whites to commit a hate crime. Blacks in Los Angeles committed anti-Asian hate crimes at 5 times the rate of whites in 2021, according to internal LAP data. Blacks in LA committed anti-hate crimes at 7 times the rates of whites. and anti-Semitic hate crimes 2.4 times the rate of whites. Blacks committed anti-trans hate crimes at 2.5 times the rate of Hispanics. There were no white suspects in anti-trans hate crimes in L.A. in 2021. Blacks committed anti-Hispanic hate crimes in Los Angeles at 13.5 times the rate of whites in 2021. In other words, you're lied to by the President of the United States, the Democratic Party, the New York Times, regularly on a daily basis. If I'm wrong, I should take a leave of absence from my profession. If they're wrong, they should take a leave of absence from their profession.